Hi ladies, it's your girl Angel 515-2010 and Nathaniel here. We are here to finally do our TTC collaboration vlog. Sorry it has taken so long, but my camera had been broken and I just got, well, my camera wasn't broken, the battery was defective and I just got a new one in. And someone is trying to get my camera. So I'm going to try to do this vlog really quick as I just got home from work. It is Valentine's Day. And, uh-oh. Say no. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi. Take that out your mouth. You don't need that. Say hi. My name's Nathaniel. Say my name's Nathaniel. And I'm going to eat Mama's camera. That's right. But this is basically a TTC collaboration between myself and a few other ladies who have TTC'd and connected through the TTC community on YouTube as well as conceived. So this is going to be just telling you a little bit about our journey. And sorry for having such a busy, rambunctious little one, but this is what life is like with kids now. So yeah, let's start off with question number 1. How long have you been TTCing, or had you TTC before you had your first child? Me and the husband TTC for 5 years before we conceived Nathaniel. We have been together since high school, so we're high school sweethearts, so about 14 years. And we were married for 5 years, so we started TTCing right after we got married, and it took us 5 years before we had him. Question number 2. How many children do you have now, and how old are they? I have one child, which is Nathaniel Raymond, and he is 11 months. He will be 1 year on March 1st, so in about 2 weeks, he'll be 1. Let's see. Number 3, what procedures, medication, vitamins, etc. Did you guys use to help with conception? Well, first of all, if you have followed my channel, you knew that me and my husband have been TTCing for a while, and that we did do a cycle of IUI before we conceived with Nathaniel naturally. When we did the cycle of IUI, we did oral medication. I didn't do just injectables because we were worried about the price. So we did a round of pills because my doctor felt like, because we had male factor infertility issues, that there was no need for me to try to rev up and inject myself with as much. So I can't remember the pills off the top of my head. They are in my IUI vlog. I list them. I show them to you. We did do the injectable trigger the day before the IUI. We did not conceive on that cycle. It was a bust. But I think it was a great experience. I think it kind of knocked something loose, or just helped us get motivated and really get focused on having a baby. My husband did use Clomid, male Clomid, or it's only one type of Clomid, male or female, but he used Clomid to help boost his semen count, as he had a low mortality rate. He had the correct amount of volume of semen, but the amount that was actually working or mobile was low, so he used Clomid to kind of increase that. That helped as well as we started to eat right and exercise. I think the exercise had a lot to do with it. We're not obese, well, by standards we're obese, but we're not extremely overweight or anything. But sometimes if you are used to being very active, like both of us were in high school, I don't think we probably would have had any problems conceiving back then, because we were both active. We stayed doing something. We kept our bodies revved up, and then we go from 100 to 40 not doing anything. Oh, you're so sleepy, baby. He just laying on the floor. He's so tired, you guys. So I think that the exercise, as well as him taking the male Clomid, and of course I took my prenatal vitamins, and I did a fertility blend tea from Herbalife that I ordered. I think it was Herbalife, but I just Googled fertility blend tea. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in one of my TTC vlogs. If not, if you leave me a question, and I'll let you know the exact brand that I use. Question number 4. Did you experience any miscarriages? We were fortunate enough that we did not experience any miscarriages while we were in the phase of TTC. And I'm glad for that, because I could not imagine, knowing that we had conceived a life and then losing it. My heart goes out to all the women who've experienced that. Question number 5. What is the most stressful part of TTC, and how did you deal with the stress? The most stressful part to me was the strain that it puts on your relationship. When you are TTCing, it's because you and your spouse have come together and you've agreed that you want a child. So for me, I felt like as a woman I should have been able to give him one, and for him as a man, he felt like he should be able to give me a child. So just the strain of that put a lot on our relationship, and we had to deal with not pushing each other away and making sure that we kept the romance and the TTC aspect of it. As well as another stressful part of it for me was seeing everyone around me. By all means, I am not a hater. I'm very, very happy. I was happy for those who TTC'd and got their BFPs and everything. But a part of me, every time I saw someone get theirs, my heart broke and sank, because I'm like, Lord, when is it going to be my time? Having something that you long for, that you want, that you have this craving for, and there's nothing that you can do to make it happen. It's just got to happen on its own. But you feel like you're a failure because you can't achieve that goal. So just dealing with my self-doubt in that aspect, and trying to stay optimistic, trying to stay happy, and positive for other people, and not let that little envious green devil jump on me. So that was a stressful part. I pretty much just kind of reminded myself, what if the shoe was on the other foot? Like, one day I'm going to get my BFP, and I don't want, people feeling envious of me because, the struggle that I went through. So I always ask myself, what did they go through? They could have been TTCing for a lot longer than you. I never know. You never know anybody's story, especially the ones who only give you a glimpse of it. Okay, let's have some milk. All right, looky. Then what mommy got? Some milk. Yeah. All right, big boy. All right, mommy's figured it out. So that was the most stressful part for me. How I did with it was trying to stay optimistic. I prayed, obviously, me and my husband, to keep the stress off of our relationship. We did small date nights. We just kind of took our mind off of it. We made fun of TTC, and we role played. We did different things to kind of help throughout that. Question number 6. What is the most rewarding part of motherhood? The most rewarding part for me is waking up and seeing his face every day, and his smile is contagious, you guys. Like, he is such a happy baby, and I don't know if it's because people always say how you are during your pregnancy is how your child will be, and I had an amazing pregnancy. I don't know if it was because I waited so long for it that, anything that God could have given me. I don't care if I would have been sick as a dog every day. I probably would have loved every minute of it, because I had longed for that for so long. Like, I wanted it. I needed it. Like, it was amazing. So he's such a happy baby, I guess because I stayed so happy during my pregnancy. So every morning he wakes up and he will smile and he will go, Mama. So that is like the best part to me. When I walk into his room and get him out his crib, he's standing up, Mama, Mama. So just that part. And then seeing my husband with him, knowing that this is something that my husband wanted for so long, and I was able to give it to him. Like, that's another wonderful part for me. Being able to share him with my husband and his family and my family and all of our friends. And I'm sorry if I sound congested, but I'm getting over a sinus infection. Okay, question number 7. What is the most challenging part of motherhood? The most challenging part for me is having to leave him. I am a working mom. I stayed home for the first 3 months on my maternity leave, but then I had to go back to work. And I originally was working 12-hour shifts. So when I left him, I would leave in the morning, he would be asleep. And when I came home in the evening, he would be asleep. So I never really got that mommy and me bonding son time, except for on my off days. So I tried to, like, live it up on my off days. but obviously that was hard for me. So the days that I did have him, obviously I didn't want to share because I wanted to spend every moment with him that I could, because I missed out for 12 hours when I was at work. But my schedule eventually changed right before Christmas, so I am Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I love it. I get to see him every day. When I come home, I get to wake him up, get him ready for daycare. I get to pick him up in the evenings, and I love it, I love it, I love it. And I have learned to share more of him. And when I say share more, I mean, like, you know, the grandparents are, oh, when can we keep Nathaniel? Or my sisters or his sisters, oh, when can we keep our nephew? And I'm like, you know, I had to, like, I felt like only mommy could do it. And like I said, that may have came from, you know, I've waited so long to have him that, you know, I didn't want to share. I mean, call it selfish, call it what you want, but that was the hardest part for me, was learning to share him with everyone else. Let's see, question number 8. What advice would you give those who are currently TTCing? The best advice I would give someone who is currently TTCing is don't give up, and don't let the stress of TTCing consume you. I know people say it all the time, you know, just relax. When you stop thinking about it, it'll happen. And I have been there. I know it is hard as all outdoors to forget about something that you want so badly. I mean, that you dream about. You can almost taste it. You pray for it every night, every day. So I know it's hard to take your mind off of it, but for us, that truly was our instance. Like, we did the cycle of IUI, and then my best friend ended up being pregnant. So I got to kind of live through her being pregnant for a little bit, and we did our cycle of IUI. It was a bust, and then she ended up having Taylor, which is my goddaughter, that next month. And so we were planning on doing another cycle back to back, but she ended up going into labor with Taylor, and I was like, well, I gotta help her with Taylor. You know, she's by herself, basically a single mom. So I focused basically on her and Taylor, and just going to the gym and working out, and it took my mind off of me and what I wanted, because I was so worried about Taylor and helping her out with Taylor. So that was like my look story. And if you haven't seen it, I have my reveal video, or, you know, when I let you guys know that I was pregnant, and you can kind of see the emotion in that. But just don't give up. Keep hope, because no matter what odds a doctor give you, they don't know God's plan. Me and my husband were given a 10% chance with IVF. Not IUI, not any other type of infertility treatment, but IVF, like the most expensive, most invasive procedure, and we were still only given a 10% chance because the mortality of his sperm was so low. We conceived naturally without any help. So tell me that ain't God right now. He will work a miracle. He will show up and show out when you least expect it. So just please don't give up, and, you know, just try to stay stress-free, because the stress of TTC takes an adverse effect. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you trying to conceive. And I see that now in hindsight. When I let go and started getting myself together, that's when we were able to conceive. Question number 9, last one. Will you be TTCing again? Me and my husband will definitely be TTCing again. We would like 2 more kids, but whatever the Lord decides to bless us with is what we will take. If he sees fit that we will never have another child, then I will love upon Nathaniel until the end of time. But we do plan on TTCing again, hopefully in another year, or maybe 2. Only because we want to be strategic in the way that we plan it out. Just for the fact of daycare. Daycare in Raleigh is really, really expensive. Like, I pay $1,100 a month for just Nathaniel. And that's a lot. That's more than my mortgage. So yeah, and I pay that in daycare. So I can't imagine having 2 of them in daycare at the same time now, because I would feel like I'm depriving Nathaniel to pay for the other baby to go to daycare. But we will be TTCing again. It will be a lot more laid back this time, a lot less stressful than we did the first time, because we do know it's possible, and we kind of know what we have to do to conceive. Hey, Nate, can mommy finish her vlog? I guess he's telling me that this is time to end this vlog. It is mommy and Nate time to play. So I will be talking to you ladies later. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. Nathaniel, take it away, bub. Say bye, YouTube. You gonna show them that smile that mommy was talking about? Bub. Say bye, YouTube. So I just want to show you guys my handsome eyes. Oh, you get too close to the camera, bub. Alright, we will see you guys later. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. See you next time.